previous pages if you need to review that, okay? Because it gets, now we have chords in minor. So remember, next to minor, always put the major that it's related to. C minor, which major it's related to?
A.
No, not A.
Oh.
You are kind of right, but remember there's 3 half steps. Up. 3 half steps are from C. You took 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3.
D sharp.
No, it's E flat. We cannot have, if we have here, yeah, so it's going to be E flat major. So that's what I'm saying. That, and this is also we studied in that packet a while ago. Okay, here you need to figure out what minor that is, and don't forget to put the name of the major, right? So the chord itself is easier to figure out because the bottom note gives us the name. So what do we have here?
It's A minor.
Then you figure out.
C.
Got it? Yeah. So, and they're explaining that the relation between because some of these chords are major chords.
Oh.
So then for those, I need you to write down what kind of minor it's related to. Okay. All right. So bar lines here, we have new time signatures. There's lots of new things. Okay. Okay. So take time. Yeah. So 11, 12, and a little bit of 10. Okay. It is getting harder, like significantly harder. Okay. So today is
the 8th.
Yeah. Oh, 725 all of a sudden. The first time this year I did that.
The first.
2025 all of a sudden. See the old habit. Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is Monday, 21st is Tuesday, so 23rd is when I'll see. Right? No, 22nd. Okay. Alright, so theory.
10, 11.
10, 11, and 12. So, and it's, as I said, it's getting harder. Okay. Alright, so we have rondo. Do we?
Yeah, we played this one for the recital.
Right, but we have not finished rondo yet, right?
No, we have.
Okay, so the last time I said was at the recital.
Before this. Oh,
Yeah,
last time
right, yes. Okay, yeah. So we have rondo, and Cherny. And have we kind of planned to any new pieces? Do we have any?
No.
Have you brought your book? The thick book?
No, I did not bring the thick one with sonata.
With what?
With sonata. The thick book I have only has sonatas.
You mean sonatine?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, so.
No, I thought you also had another thick book. No?
No, I don't have. Wait, no, I do have another one, but he said a lot of it was like edited or something.
Right. But there are still some maybe we could find.
Okay. I'll bring it next the week after.
Right. So I just thought it would be good probably to start a new piece today. But yeah. Okay, well let's see how you're doing on your journey. There's gonna be lots of journey in your life. We know that for sure. Yeah. That's actually going to be our main thing these days. And that's what we do with the students usually after recital. Lots and lots of church. Okay, so 46, 47, but remember 49 is new.
I think it's 46.
So this one is by memory, and 47 by memory. notes were not played correctly. Okay, let's start again. It needs to be with a bigger sound and more active marching. So let's try it again. This is what you were playing for some totally different. Okay, here we go. Section 3. Okay, can you take a look? It's already marked. It doesn't mean we need to cancel things that you played correctly before. Why would you use 4th there if it says specifically 3 on C sharp? It doesn't. It specifically asks you to use 3rd. So first you played incorrect notes. Now you played the correct notes, but then you used the wrong finger. Okay. So really pay attention when you're working on it, because right now fixing can be such a headache for you. And now you're surprised with this note because you played totally wrong note. Yeah, so please spend time on this part and fix it. Go on. Yeah, so you need to fix this. Okay, and then there are more mistakes. This time fewer because you were playing with the score. Now, well, we're definitely not going to go to faster tempo. That's not going to be happening, not until we fix all mistakes. Now, the other reason why we're not going to go any faster because of your technique, the way you position your thumb. And we have every long scale that we have to maintain straight line. It's not going to be possible, not until you're going to learn how to position your thumb. Because if your thumb is low, you end up with twist. And that's what happened. And that's what mostly we have here. Okay, go ahead, start from the beginning and see if you can actually focus on positioning your hand in correct. Yeah. Wait. Is it difficult? So, yeah, that it looks way better. Yeah, but this is that. Yeah. This is not even, I mean, you've never probably seen pianists using thumb like this. But you were playing with your thumb pretty much laying down instead of placing it this way. So, and then that affects a lot on how you navigate through your scales, because you end up with all those twists. And then when it's going to be time to play faster, first of all, everything that's muscle related is very difficult to fix. Almost impossible. Okay. That is going to take a long time to fix. and it will take even longer to get to faster tempos. So that's going to be very unfortunate. Okay, so here we go. Oh, you're doing that again. See, that's an old habit. You lower your thumb. Okay, so let's not spend any time on this one because you know that it's not gonna help you that much. Because all I'm doing, I'm just reminding you, well, or actually probably pointing out that you were doing that incorrectly. The whole idea is to not allow yourself to do that. Okay, got it. So yeah, this one needs quite a bit of fixing. So 46, right? So fix mistakes. We're talking about notes. We're talking about fingering. Okay. Then standing thumb. Generally needs to be more activated. Very active fingers because you played with passive fingers. Okay. And then so you practice on this by memory and with looking. Okay. Okay, so 47. Let's see if that one is without making mistakes. Okay, totally different type of technique. Wait a minute. It doesn't say to play right hand staccato. Right. There's one incorrect. No, this one. Okay. Usually. You played eight. Okay, so the type of technique that we have here, it's different from what we do on many of the exercises, right? So when you're playing faster tempo, maybe it's going to be a little bit less action. Right. So, but for now, if we play in this tempo, so it's left hand. So in the right hand is kind of continuation of the left hand. So we have breathing arm. Okay, right. So the idea is we might need to make some little adjustments. So the idea that we need to maybe lean a little bit more into this note. So this note kind of playing outward. You see that? Right, not and not. So we don't need to emphasize this note. Okay, so but just more. So left is melody. See that? Kind of go in and out. In and out. Let's try to do that. Now, I see that you're playing with your hand like this. So no matter what we do, we need to have the family. Right, an absolutely relaxed arm. Down. Yep, there we go. Out, 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 out. Got it? So that's the note will be. We're playing on the way out. In and out, we should say. Right? Deep off. See that? So they're definitely not staccato because it's not going to be playing. It could have been, but they didn't write it out. Okay, so and left in this arm. Okay, so only one mistake right here. So by memory, that's number 47. So and then remember what we have technically. Okay. So right hand, we have 3 notes, right? Okay. So we have 49. That one is the newest. Probably not. But we do have sections there. Technique, you're doing everything right. That breathing that you have between the right hand and left hand, exactly what I would like you to do. I was not checking your fingering, so I'm gonna ask you to really check that because I caught one mistake right here. It's nothing is written here, but it's mostly gonna be F sharp, 4th finger, because after that we get to this one. So how do you practice on this one? Is this the one that I suggest you practice chords?
One of the ones you suggest.
So have you?
Yes.
So I'd like you to memorize it.
Okay.
So and then it might be that you still need to practice chords because this way it will be easier to memorize.
Okay.
Because it's so repetitive and sometimes it's very easy to kind of to kind of lose this sense of where we're going with that. Okay. So it's much easier, at least for me, and it would be for me, if I'd be just thinking, one chord at a time, and then I'd see how those chords are traveling, rather than be extra da 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 da. So that see that too many notes. I combine them in one chord, and then I know okay, the whole chord is going here. The next one is inward. The next so use the idea of patterns. Okay. Now I have noticed that you played most of it with the open hand. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
So what should we do instead?
Keep like your family together.
Exactly. So this kind of applies pretty much to everything. I mean, unless we're playing really big octaves, but even at that point, the moment we have a chance, we bring our hand back into the most comfortable position. Okay? So I'm writing by memory. I'm writing down fingering. I'm writing down family. I'm writing down patterns. I'm writing down practice chords. Because I think it's going to help with many things, even probably including fingering. And I also would like you to start working on this one. At least you start exploring. Since again, you have 2 weeks. All right, so yeah, let's make them small. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can start with separate hands. We have G major, so nothing really difficult. And we have some long scales, so you know exactly what to do or what not to do, right? And the best way to avoid it by placing our thumb in toe position, because that's the troublemaker. Okay, so number 50 is new. Okay, so now let's play rondo, acupuncture, dig in, octaves bounce, relaxed arms, dynamics. Okay, is it in here?
It's in.
Okay.
Last time the notes disappeared.
Right.
Into the unknown.
Let's see if you brought them back.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'll have some new pieces for you for next time we have lessons. So we'll have technique. So you have 4 exercises. 3 of them by memory. 1 is new.
Okay.
So that means invest quite a bit.